All right. Well, dear Avinoders, Skedheads, welcome to this amazing No Talk. My name is still Johan, and I'm going to talk to you about the future, the optimized future of flights. So, as you know, Avinode Group has changed its industry. 10 years ago, or 15, 20 years ago, when you were looking for availability, for pricing for an aircraft, you opened the Air Charter Guide, you opened a book, and you looked for aircraft and availability. Nowadays, you click of a button, you get thousands of aircraft, you get pricing, availability, empty legs, and we believe that we can change this industry again. Throughout the years, the Avinode Group, we've been exposed to a lot of old legacy systems, and we know that there is a lot of inefficiencies in this industry. And with Skidero, we want to make sure that we change the industry and get you guys up to a more efficient workflow. So, what have we done? We have been extremely busy in 2018. I think 2018 has probably been the busiest year since Doug Rank wrote the first piece of code in 2009. So, what have we done in 2018? Let's look back a little bit. We have done, up until when I checked this with Jeremy a few weeks ago, 447 releases of new functionality in Avinode Group. That is not only customer-facing functionality, but also infrastructure things that we need to do in order to run the business. So doing this while we have also gone from 10 to 21 in 10 months. We have doubled the size of our development team in Portland, Oregon, while cranking out 447 releases, which we think is pretty cool. So what we've done now in 2018 is that we really built a foundation for some really exciting things to come on the Skidero platform. The team you see up here are responsible for all the cool things. One of the things that we seriously do not like within the Avinode Group is double entry of data. Double entry of data is something from the past. We believe that you enter data once and then that data flows between the systems. So what have we done to support this? We've done camp integration, right? You plug in the data, you send it to camp, you get the next two items back. EAPIS, all the information is already in Skidero. Why go to a different page and plug it in again? It's all there. Use it. I'm sorry. And we've done, yes, Doug? Well, 135 is coming very shortly. We're working on that as well. And we've done DocuSign integration, right? Make it easy for your clients to do business with you. Don't get them to sign and fax and scan. Use DocuSign. It's all part of the Skidero offering. There's a lot going on. You have a lot going on. We have a lot going on. Another thing that we've done in 2018 is that we launched a tasks and notifications module. So now you can set up your own checklist so nothing gets left behind. The difference between a successful flight and a less successful flight could be one little thing that you forgot to do. So make sure to use the Skidero notifications and tasks. We have moved 3 times in 1 year. We have moved in Miami, we have moved in Portland, and we have also moved to Azure, to hosting in the cloud. If you want more information about what this actually means, then please talk to Doug Rank, who has dedicated a large part of his life getting us to Azure from Rackspace. But we are super excited about that. Also, what we've done is that we have improved the integration between Avinode and Skidero. 80% of the Part 135 operators on Skidero are on Avinode as well. And obviously, we want to give you the best possible experience. So now, no matter where you answer to a request in Skidero, in Avinode, it replicates in the other system. So we think that's pretty cool. Also, all the incoming requests, if they're coming from a web app, if they're coming from a from Avinode, if they're coming from user-created, it all funnels into the same sort of lead funnel in Skidero, which makes your workflow more efficient. We love pilots. We truly do love pilots. The only thing you guys have in common is that you operate aircraft and you have pilots. Without pilots and aircraft, there wouldn't be a lot of things to do, right? So what we've done in terms of pilots this year is that we've launched a training module for pilots. We launched qualification module for pilots. We are now working on improving the duty section of Skidero for pilots. We're also working on a Skidero app that is going to be primarily initially dedicated to crew, to pilots, to bring Skidero with them because we want to connect the cockpit into the operations. So that's something that we have just started and something that's going to continue on in 2019. So we're pretty excited about that. Pilots are definitely an important part of the puzzle here. So talking more about what we see that this industry should do more of is really to use data in a different manner. So we don't believe that data should sit isolated in a system like Skidero. You spend a lot of time plugging in data to Skidero. Use that data, share it, analyze it, use it for collaboration, but don't lock it into a system and don't export it into an Excel file and upload it somewhere. We believe that you should be using some of our APIs. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about APIs. I'm not going to get very technical here. Again, we have Doug Rank here in the audience, and he can talk about APIs all day long. We do believe in APIs. APIs is nothing new. In the Avinode group, we've been using APIs for years. This is how we connect Avinode and Skidero together, and it's a really efficient manner to integrate two systems that might not actually be designed from the very start to integrate. We sell API data. You can buy aggregated data from the Avinode group. We have now also in 2018 set up a bunch or a portfolio of APIs for Skidero. I'm not going to go through them all, but we have a large selection of APIs and different data points that we can offer our clients and to use for integrations. So think of APIs like pieces of Lego, for example, right? There are two, you can put Legos together in one sort of format, but you can't, if you try to put them on sideways, that doesn't really work. So APIs is not really that complex. It just enables two different systems that needs to be connected to be able to do so. You can see Skidero is now building a pilot app that we are integrating together with the My World app at WordFuel, and we're going to be using APIs to do that. So what you should focus on in your business and your operation is what is the business problem that you're trying to solve. Don't think too much about the technical part of APIs and so on. Decide what is the business problem you're trying to solve, what sort of systems would you like to integrate, what data would you like to extract from Skidero, and then talk to us. We have crew APIs, we have scheduled trip APIs, we have quote APIs, we have logistics APIs. So we have a lot of the data. If the data is in Skidero, we can make it into an API, and we would love to have the conversations with you. So what can you do with APIs? Just a few examples. I mean, there are endless possibilities with APIs. What we've done in 2018 with some of our clients is we have a European operator that has built a passenger app where they're using the Skidero APIs with trips and logistics APIs. We have customers that are integrating their Skidero customer database to their CRM. We have customers that would like to get their invoices from Skidero into their accounting system. Again, think of what your business problem is that you're trying to solve. Have a discussion with us, and we'll see if we have the data points and being able to help you out with this process. What we really recommend in this process as well is to partner up with a professional company that knows how to work with APIs, because most of our operators today might not have this capability in-house. If you're unsure who to talk to, we have some contacts that we can put you in contact with as well. So, it's your data. Use it, share it, use it for collaboration. Talk to us. We'd be happy to give you any insights if you have any questions. And thank you all for listening.